Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about deeds. Deeds will be on the pre-sales and it will definitely be on the broker's test. There's a couple things you need to know about deeds. First of all, what is a deed? Deed is proof of ownership. If somebody asks you, do you have title to your house? Yes, I have title to my house. I own my house. I have title to my house. What's the proof? Well, the proof is the deed. Oh, what is a deed? Well, a deed has the legal description of the property, is going to have it to hold, which is the addendum clause, which says fee simple or live state. It's also going to have the granting, also known as the premises clause, which names the parties. You got to have the consideration. Now, consideration doesn't have to be the sales price. It could be any number. Most attorneys are only going to put $10. That's what is required. Just put an amount, not the amount. Who signs the deed? The seller. Who's the seller? The seller is the grantor. That's the one that signs the deed. Who's the buyer? The buyer is the grantee. Does the buyer sign the deed? No. Does the deed have to be witnessed? Yes. By how many people? 2. Does the deed have to be notarized? No. But if it's going to be recorded in public records, yes. And that is known as constructive notice. If you're not going to record the deed in public records, then that is known as actual notice. Where you get that paper, you better put it in a safe place, because if you lose it, that's pretty much the only ownership you have. So everybody today records them. So again, let's recap. Deed must be signed by the grantor. Got to have an amount. It's always about $10. Doesn't have to be the sales price. The buyer, which is the grantee, does not sign. Must be voluntarily delivered and voluntarily accepted. That's it. The clauses in the deed is premises, also known as addendum clause. Premises, also known as granting clause, which names the parties. Addendum clause is Latin for to have and to hold, and it's either going to have fee simple forever, or is going to have a life state. That's it. Now, which are the 2 most beneficial deeds out there? Well, for the seller, you have the QUIT, quit claim deed. That is the best protection for the seller. Why? Because once the seller signs that, all liability evolves off his shoulders. But they're on the shoulders of whom? The purchaser. And which one is the best protection for the buyer? The general warranty deed. Why? Because it has all the warrants. All the warrants. It has everything you need as the best protection. General warranty deed, best protection for the buyer. Quit claim deed, best protection for the seller. Now let's talk about alienation. You have voluntarily alienation. That is considered to be known as deed and will. Well, if I sign a deed, I voluntarily sold my house or gave it away. If I die and I leave somebody in a will, well then I gave it to someone. So I chose who to give it to. Now you have involuntarily alienation. And the first one we're going to talk about is descent and distribution. Descent and distribution is when you die without a will. And it's going to go to the courts. And the judge is going to decide who gets the property. It's going to be by the lineage, who's entitled to the property next. That's going to take time. That could also be costly because you may have to hire an attorney. So always prepare yourself for stuff like that. Then you have escheat. Escheat is when you die without a will and no heirs. You had no heirs. So what happens? The state government comes and take the house away. Now, obviously, there's no mortgage. Because if there was a mortgage, when you start making payments, they just take it away. So house is paid for. Nobody knows about it. And this happens too, man. There's people out there that own hundreds of homes, and they forget to put one in the books. That's it. Uh, it's as simple as that. Person dies, and there's nobody to claim it, and the state would just take over the property. That's why it's called. It's cheat. It's cheat. You've been cheated. Then there's eminent domain. What is eminent domain? Eminent domain is when the government, either the local government, which is your county government, or is going to be your state government or your federal government, they come in and they take your property away for the public good. That's it. You take it away. Now, what do they take it away for? Well, they're going to take it away for, it's very windy out here. They're going to take it away for, maybe they need to build railroads, maybe they need to build a highway, roads, schools. I don't know, anything to benefit the public. Can they take it away to a shopping center? No, of course not. Can they take it away for an apartment complex? No, of course not. They cannot take it away for an investor. Well, what happens if the owner doesn't want to sell the house to the government? Well, there's nothing you can do. You can fight it, and when you go fight it in the court system, that is called condemnation proceedings. Condemnation proceedings. You're going to lose, but you're welcome to fight it. Usually the fight's the price. But you cannot say, I'm not going to sell. It doesn't work that way. You're going to lose the house. And then the last one is called adverse possession. Now, adverse possession is pretty weird because it works like this. You got to find an empty house, cut the grass, put the water, put the electricity, break in, pay the taxes for 7 years, make sure you got plenty of documentation, bring the neighbors over for barbecues, make sure you have a wall where you have your little kid growing and every year you have a different height. You got to prove that you've been there 7 years. After 7 years, you sue for what's known as quiet title, and the judge will give you the house. Anyway, that's everything there is from a deed point of view. Until next time. If you need any help, give me a call. Go to below. My website is there. I got all kinds of study guides to help you pass. Which all it is I grabbed the entire book. The entire book is this thick, and I made it this thin. Just one-liners, exactly what you need. It took me over 5 years to write. Those are my personal notes as an instructor. So I'm giving them to I'm giving it to you. I'm selling them to you, but they're dirt cheap. Also, if you need some private tutoring, I do private tutoring via Zoom. I had a phone call, not a phone call. I had a text this morning. I actually put it in Facebook. One of my students had him pick up the book in 3 months. She got my study guides. She spent 3 classes with me. Took the test this morning. Passed. Beautiful thing. That's how it's done. That's what I do. And that's what I dedicate most of my time to do. Helping those that can't get it done, get to the finish line. Now, once you get there, what do you need to do? You need to go to work. Getting the license doesn't do anything. You got to go to work. Okay, till tomorrow. Oh, by the way, today is what? Today's day 11. 19 more to go. All right, let's go. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.